Okay, we'll go ahead and get started, and then if anyone kind of hops on later, we'll go ahead and let them in the class. So, my name is Jennifer. I'm the Director of Education for Aluram. So, today we're going to go over who we are as a brand. We'll go over the product knowledge and then some tips and tricks on how to use those items. And then we also have one of our team members, Voren. She's going to be in the chat box. So, if you have any questions during the class, please go ahead and drop those questions in the chat box, and Lauren will go ahead and get those questions answered for you. So if we're going through the presentation and you have some questions, drop your questions in there and we will take care of those. Something else really exciting that we have to share today. When we go through the products today, you're going to notice a upgrade in the look in some of the products. So you guys are getting a sneak peek at some of the updated packaging that we have. So top secret when you're taking a look at the presentation today. So something really exciting to see. So again, my name is Jennifer. I'm the Director of Education for Aluram, and we'll go ahead and get started. So first, we want to talk a little bit about who we are as a company. So we are a full health and beauty manufacturer. And what that means is we're going to make everything in one facility. So our offices are located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we're about 10 minutes from the Mall of America, if you've ever been to Minnesota, about 10 minutes from the airport. So we're located right in a area that's close to all those things. What's also really cool is being that we have the ability to do everything all in one facility. We have our lab right on staff. So we have 5 research and development chemists that are part of our lab team. So they're constantly staying up to date on what's considered clean beauty in order for us to have the most high quality products that we can have. Also, with our full lab on staff, we also have 12 production lines that run right outside the wall here. So as we're going through the class today, you might hear some forklift noises or some forklifts in the background, and that's just because we all work in one location. Also, what's really cool is when you guys follow us on social and you see some of the behind the scenes videos, all of those behind the scenes videos are going to be filmed right in our facility. So we have the 12 production lines that you can see. So for example, we have a brand new item launching soon and you'll be able to see some of the behind the scenes videos for that new item. So again, we are a full health and beauty manufacturer and we're located right in Minnesota. So now we're going to get into what Aluram is and then the story behind Aluram. So with Aluram, the tagline for the brand is going to be the clean beauty, clear conscious. So you're going to see that on all of the marketing, on our capes, on our educational material, and it's a way to show that we follow our clean beauty standards and we have our clear conscious when we are developing and formulating all of our products. This page right here really talks about who we are as a brand and what we stand for. So this is going to be our worry-free hair care list. So this page right here, we also have available in a tent card that you can use to display in your salon. So why this is going to be important is this is going to be our list of ingredients that we are not using in our products, and then the list of ingredients that we are. So for example, everything on this left-hand side are going to be the ingredients that we are formulating without. So this list is very important to us because anytime we are adding new products into the Aluram line, this is the list that our lab is using when we're formulating those products. Also, when we want to stay up to date as a brand on what's considered clean beauty and what's not, our lab is constantly updating and checking this clean beauty list to make sure that we are staying up to date on what is clean beauty and making sure that we are using the highest quality of ingredients in our products. So for example, again, everything on that left-hand side are going to be the ingredients that we are formulated without. And then anything on that right-hand side are going to be those high-quality ingredients that we're going to be using in all of our products. Also, if you take a look at the bottle on this page, you're going to see all of the icons that run down all of the packaging. So why that's important is when these are going to be sitting on your beautiful retail shelves in your salon, it's going to show right away what we stand for as a brand. So everything in the Aluram line is going to be vegan, sulfate-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and color-safe. So by having those icons directly on the side of the packaging, it's going to give that really great visual of what we stand for as a brand. Also, when we talk about ingredients and the quality of ingredients and being transparent with the ingredients that we're using, if you take a look at the bottom on all of the packaging, there's a little asterisk that says certified organic ingredients. So anything that's going to be in that ingredient listing statement that has that asterisk is a certified organic ingredient. And why that's important is, when you have clients that come into your salon, I'm sure you have a lot of clients that are very ingredient focused, ingredient conscious, and really want to know about the quality of products that they are using on their hair. This will give you the extra information that you need to be able to speak to your clients about the ingredients that we're using in our products. Just a nice way to have that full representation of our yes and our no list, and then being able to speak to what are going to be those certified organic ingredients. Now we're going to get into the two main ingredients that run through all of the Aluram products. So the very first ingredient is going to be coconut water. So when we talk about the Aluram products, everything's going to start in that hydrating base of coconut water, which is really unique and exciting for the brand to be able to have that as that very first ingredient. Because we know that coconut water is great for hydration and moisture, electrolytes, amino acids, vitamin C, potassium, all those great things that you're going to get from the benefits of coconut water are now going to be that very first ingredient in all of the products. So you're already going to start in that base of extra hydration and moisture. So when you're taking a look at the ingredient listing statement on all of the packaging, that very first ingredient you're going to see is coconut water. So again, that's going to give that brand the uniqueness of having that is that very first ingredient. So with that, again, you're getting all that extra hydration, the moisture, the electrolytes, amino acids, vitamin C, and potassium, all from that very first ingredient of that coconut water, which is going to run through all of the Aluram products. The other main ingredient that's going to run through all of the Aluram products is going to be the marula oil. So the marula oil is going to be a very lightweight molecular oil that can go into the hair strand to be able to provide that hydration. So it's important for us in the brand to have an ingredient that can go into the hair strand to really help with that hydration. Because when we get into how to use the products and cocktailing and the education around the use of the products, we really talk about cocktailing and layering and being able to create that custom look for your client. So we want to make sure that as stylists, you're able to cocktail and layer without the products feeling too heavy on the hair. Because when you are creating that custom look for your client, we want to make sure that we're prepping the hair, we're styling the hair, and using finishing products on the hair to create that custom look. And we want to make sure the products are all going to work together and not feel too heavy on that client's hair. So again, with that marula oil running through all of the products is one of the key call-out ingredients. You're going to get that extra moisture and hydration from the marula oil as well. Something also kind of fun about the marula oil. So if you take a look at the screen here, you're going to see the name of the brand is Aluram, and marula is one of those key ingredients. So it's actually how we got the name. So Aluram is going to be marula backwards. So when you're in your salon next and you're holding up a bottle of Aluram and you're holding it in front of the mirror, you're going to see marula in the mirror. So just kind of a fun way to remember what those key ingredients are in the brand. Again, if you have a Aluram cape on your client, and when your client looks at that cape in the mirror, they're going to see that marula in that reflection. So just again, a fun way of how we got the name of the brand and how to be able to remember some of those key ingredients. So now we're going to move on into the product knowledge for the brand. So we're going to move into the product knowledge. We're going to cover our brand new Shine collection and talk about the Shine items. And then we're going to go into the shampoos, conditioners, the styling aids, and then our finishing products. So just before we move on, just want to do a quick little recap of who we are as a brand and what those key ingredients are. So when we talk about Aluram as our clean beauty, clear conscious brand. We have our icons that run down all of the packaging that are going to give that really great visual that everything is going to be vegan, sulfate-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and color-safe. Then we have the two main ingredients that run through all of the Aluram line. We have our coconut water infused formulas and marula oil. So again, those are going to be the two ingredients that run through all of our products. So we're going to get into our new item that actually is going to be launching on May 1st. So you guys are getting kind of a sneak peek in the excitement behind one of our brand new launches. So we're going to be launching a high shine shampoo and conditioner duo. Right now we have a good variety of items within our shine collection, but we're going to be rounding that out to have the shampoo and conditioner. So we have the High Shine shampoo and the High Shine conditioner. Both of these are going to be great for all hair types. So for those clients that are looking for that everydayness shine that they want to be adding into their shampoo conditioner routine, this is going to be a great product for that. It's going to be great for all hair types. We have a key ingredient that runs through the entire Shine collection is the Proxy oil. And what that's going to do is add that extra shine. It's going to really help making sure we're smoothing out the hair to give that beautiful high shine reflective kind of multi-dimensional finish. So as you can see, we have our brand new High Shine shampoo and conditioner, and this is going to be launching on May 1st. So being you guys get the kind of top secret sneak peek when we post on social, guess the product. You guys got to keep it to yourself so we don't give away that secret quite yet. So again, this will be launching on May 1st. And then the High Shine conditioner, again, this is going to be great for all hair types as well. Then we have our High Shine Glossing Treatment. So the High Shine Glossing Treatment is going to be great for all hair types. So as stylists, if we're going to be using this behind the chair, we can use this as a high shine treatment that we can offer as part of our back bar services. So with this product, we also have it available in a 32 ounce. So that 32 ounce liter size is what you can use at the back bar for that treatment. So with this item, how we're going to use it, so you're going to shampoo the hair first, then we're going to apply the High Shine Glossing treatment, and then we're going to want to work this product through the hair. So some of the key ingredients in this product is going to be the lactic acid, the hibiscus extract, and the coconut oil. So that lactic acid is just going to help gently remove any of that product buildup on the hair, allowing that natural shine to come through. So when we're using this on our clients or even on ourselves at home, we want to make sure that we're really working it into the hair so that lactic acid can gently remove any of that product buildup, allowing that natural shine to come through. So when we retail this product for our client to take home, we want to recommend to them that they're using it 1 to 2 times a week, anytime they feel like they need that deep conditioning, high shine treatment finish. So again, this one's great because you have it in a liter size that you can use at the back bar as your treatment service. And then we have it in the 9.75 ounce is that retail item to take home. So again, this is going to be a great one for that deep conditioning treatment with that beautiful high shine finish. We just want to make sure that when we're using this, we're really working it through the hair. So we're evenly working the product through, gently removing any of that product buildup, and then that natural high shine finish is going to come through at the end. Then we have our High Shine Anti-Frizz Blowout Spray. So this one is great to include into your styling routine. So how we're going to use this product is this is a heat activated treatment that's going to lock in the anti-frizz treatment and give you that beautiful high shine finish. So for example, if we're going to be using this on our client, we can use this alone, or we can use this as part of our layering routine. So for example, you could use a little bit of the leave-in conditioner as your detangler to really making sure that you're evening out the porosity of the hair, getting all the tangles out to give you that great prep product before you apply your styling aids. So you could do the leave-in conditioner. You could do the volumizing foam on the mid-lengths to ends if you want to do a volumized blowout. And then you would do the High Shine Anti-Frizz Blowout Spray on top of that, and then do your blowout. So we just want to make sure that whatever routine and however you're going to be using this product, this is just the last one that goes on your hair prior to doing your blowout. So again, just make sure this is the last one that goes on the hair and then start your blowout. So it's totally fine if you want to layer this into your styling routine. We just want to make sure it's the last one that goes on the hair and then you start your blowout, because that heat activated treatment is going to lock everything in to make sure that we are getting our anti-humidity properties, and then really locking in the shine. It's going to give you a really beautiful high shine finish. It's also going to be very lightweight. So when you are cocktailing and you are layering the other products on, it's going to be highly concentrated and lightweight. So you're not going to feel too heavy or feel like there's a lot of buildup on the hair. We just want to make sure that if somebody has more medium to coarse hair, that we're going to section out the hair and then apply this product section by section to make sure that you get it evenly saturated throughout the hair. And the trigger sprayer is really nice because then it helps you with that even application and you get that nice wide mist to be able to evenly saturate the hair quickly with the trigger sprayer. It also has a little lock on it, so you want to make sure that that's unlocked. And it's also nice because if you want to take this with you, toss it in your bag, it's got that lock on there so you don't have to worry about it spilling. So again, that one's going to be the High Shine Anti-Frizz Blowout Spray. Then we just launched our High Shine Glossing Serum. So the High Shine Glossing Serum is another styling aid within the High Shine collection. This one is great if you want to cocktail it in any of the creams or the volumizing foam, if you want to add a little bit more shine to the styling aids. Or you can use this on dry hair if you want to smooth out any frizz on the ends or just want to give that beautiful high shine finish. I like cocktailing this in with the volumizing foam just because it gives me just a little bit more shine. And I have pretty fine hair, and sometimes the volumizing foam just gets a little bit too heavy and too strong for my fine hair. So if I cut down the volumizing foam with the High Shine Glossing Serum, then I can still get the benefits of having that beautiful volumized blowout with the extra shine from the High Shine Glossing Serum. So again, this one is great to cocktail into any styling aids, or you can use this on dry hair as part of a finishing product. Then we're going to go into our daily collection. So as you can see here, we have our pre-wash scalp treatment and it has a new colored nozzle on it. So what we're going to be doing in the next few months is we're going to be incorporating brand new colored closures onto our styling aids and retail shampoos and conditioners. So as you can see, it's giving the brand a little bit more of that kind of fun, elevated look by adding the consistency of adding the colored closures that'll really help talk about how we can retail the products in your categories. So when we go through the daily collection, you'll start to see everything with the mauve colored closure to talk about what that looks like in the styling category. So it'll really help when you're setting up your retail shelves to be able to set up the products based on the color category that they're in. So then when you have clients coming in who are looking for something within a certain category, it's going to be really easy to find those categories of what types of products that you're looking for. And then it just kind of helps elevate the look of the brand a little bit. So we'll go back and we're going to start with the pre-wash scalp treatment. So the pre-wash scalp treatment can be used a couple different ways. So if we're going to be using this in the salon and we want to use this as part of like a up service or an upcharge for a treatment, we can use this on dry hair. So if you want to section out the hair, it has a really nice nozzle on it that you can use to section out the hair with the tip and then apply that to dry hair and really work it into the scalp. Or if you want to incorporate this at the back bar at the shampoo bowl, or maybe you have a head spa in your salon, you could wet the hair down and then apply this product evenly to the scalp and then massage the product into the hair. So again, you can use it on dry hair or you can use it on damp hair. So once you work this product through the hair, then you're going to rinse it out and then you're going to follow with any Aluram shampoo and conditioner. So with this being the pre-wash scalp treatment, we're going to do that first, and then we'll follow with any Aluram shampoo or conditioner. Some of the great key benefits of ingredients in here, you're going to have the sea kelp extract, which is really great for helping to promote the healthy scalp and help with scalp hydration. We also have the peppermint leaf extract in there as well to give a little bit of that kind of like minty coolness feel to this product. So you're going to feel very cool, you're going to feel very clean and refreshed. So it's great for weekly use if you have a lot of product buildup on the hair. I usually like doing these on Sunday nights when you've gone through the weekend. Who knows what you did to your hair? You had a great time over the weekend, and now you just kind of want to reset your hair for the start of the week. So it's great to use it that way as like a retail at-home product. But then there's lots of different ways that you can build this into a service in your salon as well. Then we have our daily shampoo and conditioner. So the daily shampoo and conditioner is going to be great for fine to medium hair. So again, anyone that has fine to medium hair, kind of think about people that, they want something that's very clean, very hydrating, very light, something that they can use for everyday use. The daily shampoo is going to be great for that. You have some key ingredients such as the charcoal, which is going to help really with the managing those impurities in the scalp and give you a very clean feel. So you have the daily shampoo and the daily conditioner. Then we have our leave-in conditioner. So the leave-in conditioner we talk about as one of our prep products. So as a hairstylist, this product can be used on all hair types. It's great for prepping the hair prior to using the rest of your styling aids. It's great to use as a detangler. It does have thermal protection up to 450 degrees in here. It's great for adding hydration and moisture back into the hair. A lot of stylists will also use this as a cutting lotion because it's going to help even out the porosity of that hair to give you that really nice, sharp, clean line to give you that crisp haircut. So again, with the leave-in conditioner, it's great for so many different benefits. Prepping the hair, detangling, adding shine and moisture, thermal protection, and a cutting lotion. We also have this in a 16-ounce back bar size. So that 16 ounce has that nice trigger sprayer on it. So when you have it at your station, you can be applying this to all of your clients all day long. It's also silicone free. So if you do have your curly haired clients that really are looking for something within the silicone free routine for their hairstyling, the leave-in conditioner is going to be great for that. And again, it's going to be great for all hair types. So we have it in the 16-ounce back bar size and then the 8-ounce retail size. Then we have our styling cream. The styling cream is going to be great for those blowouts where you want to smooth out any frizz. It has a lot of hold and a lot of memory. So when you're getting in there with your round brush, you're able to create that hold and memory within that blowout. This one also, when you're using this on damp hair, it will dry like a gel. So if you have clients that like that feel of a cast on their curly hair or their wavy hair, this can be a product you could use for that. So for example, you could prep the hair with the leave-in conditioner, you could apply the styling cream on top, then let that air dry or diffuse it, and then you would have that kind of gel-like cast on the hair. You can also use this to style shorter hairstyles if you want to have it dry like a gel. I like using this one best where if I'm using the styling cream, I'll use about a nickel size of the styling cream, and then I'll pump in a few pumps of the High Shine Glossing Serum, work it together, and then apply that to my mid-lengths to ends, and then I'll go ahead and do my blowout. Again, this one's really nice because it is able to really smooth out any blowouts with hold and memory. So if you get in there with a round brush, it's going to really support that look of a volumized blowout. So again, two different ways you can use this. You can use this during your styling routine on damp hair or dry hair, or damp hair or layering with that curly haired look to give that textured feel if you're going to let it air dry or use a diffuser. Then we have our Shine Serum. So the Shine Serum is going to be for all hair types. You can cocktail this into styling aids if you want to lessen the hold of something. You can use this on dry hair for styling or just smoothing out any of the ends. So we have the original Shine Serum, which is going to be great for all hair types. And then earlier we covered the High Shine Glossing Serum. That's going to be a little bit richer, a little bit more high shine feel, and that one's going to be better used on medium to coarse hair. So the Shine Serum you can use on all hair types, and the High Shine Glossing Serum we're going to use on medium to coarse hair. Then we have our styling clay. The styling clay is very soft. It's moldable, it's versatile. If you're applying this to shorter hairstyles and kind of piecing apart the hair, it's going to be touchable, so you could, move your hairstyle around throughout the day. A lot of hairstylists like using this to break apart kind of beach waves in the hair or add a little bit of texture. So if you were to cocktail like maybe a dime size of the styling clay and then do 1 to 2 pumps of the shine serum, work that around, you can create kind of a paste with it. And that paste you can use to kind of break apart any curl sets. You could smooth out any frizz along the hairline. So definitely kind of multi-use with this one. Then we have our coconut water texture spray. Coconut water texture spray, kind of think about how you would use a traditional sea salt spray. So it's going to add grit and texture to the hair. If you apply this to damp hair and then let it air dry on hair that has a little bit of natural wave or texture, you're going to get kind of that beachy wave feel to the hair. Sometimes with traditional sea salt sprays, people feel like it can be very drying on their hair, but with our Aluram coconut water texture spray, you're starting in that base of coconut water, so you're already getting that extra hydration and moisture from that coconut water. So you're not going to feel like this is too dry on the hair or feel like it's, adding too much grit and texture. It's just enough to help you get that kind of beachy wave kind of texture to the hair. You can also apply this to shorter hairstyles and then go in there with like a round brush if you want to build out any texture, or with shorter hairstyles if you want to like do a round brush set and then you have it kind of set, and then you can break it apart with styling clay if you just want to add a little bit more grit and texture to the hair. So definitely multi-use with this one. It's also a great retail item for your client to take home because it's, very user friendly. They can easily use it on themselves at home if they just want to have a very kind of low maintenance wash and go style. This is great to help kind of bring out any of that natural wave and texture with a little bit of that beachy kind of feel to the hair. This also has one of my favorite fragrances in the line. It's like kind of summery, kind of coconutty, but kind of not, but it's a really great summer fun fragrance. Then we have our heat defense mist. The heat defense mist is going to be specifically formulated for damp or dry hair. So there's two different ways that you can use this within your styling routine. So you can apply this and layer it on the rest of your styling aids prior to your blowout. It does have about a level 2 in there to really make sure that you're getting a little bit of that hold and stylability. So you can use this prior to your blowout. Or you can use this on dry hair prior to using a heat tool like a flat iron or a curling iron. So it's also great as that retail item for your client to take home so they can maintain, if you give them a really beautiful smooth blowout in the salon and then maybe on day 2 or 3, they just want to run their flat iron over the ends just to kind of bring their blowout back to life. This is a great item that they can use at home on their dry hair as well. So if you're going to apply this to dry hair, you want to make sure that you're holding it about 6 to 8 inches away, spritzing that on, kind of working the product through, and then waiting a minute or two for it to absorb into the hair, and then run your heat tool over it. It's also really nice because this has a really specific sprayer on it. It's called a fine mist wide application sprayer. So when you are applying this to dry hair, you're going to get a really beautiful fine mist that comes out. So it's going to absorb into the hair really quickly. So again, this one can be used on damp or dry hair, and then it is going to provide that thermal protection up to 450 degrees. Then we have a couple of aerosols in the line. We have our dry shampoo. The dry shampoo is great because it is going to be clear. So you can use this on clients that have darker hair and you don't have to worry about it getting a cast in the hair. So best practices with the dry shampoo, you want to make sure you're shaking it up really well, sectioning it out the hair, applying it to the roots, kind of working and massaging that in, and then working that product through the rest of the hair. So you have the charcoal in there, which is going to help detoxify. It's going to help remove any of that buildup from the scalp to give you that refreshed feel. Then it also has the sea buckthorn oil in there, which is going to help rehydrate some of those ends. So you kind of get a little bit of everything with the dry shampoo. Then we have the dry texture spray. The dry texture spray is great to use on hair that you have done like a curl set and you want to break it apart with a little bit of grit and a little bit of texture and give it kind of that everyday look. This does have a little bit of hold to it, probably about a 3 or 4 on the hold factor. So kind of think of it as like a light hold aerosol as well, while still giving you that grit and texture and that kind of lived in feel. I like setting so if I do like a blowout and then I curl it with my flat iron, I will set my hair with the dry texture spray, let that cool, and then I'll go in with a few pumps of the shine serum, work it through my hands, and then break apart that curl set. So I like using it that way, but there's many different ways if you want to use this as far as just kind of adding that beachy kind of lived in texture on dry hair. So the dry texture spray is great for adding the grit, the texture, the kind of lived in look, breaking apart curl sets, or just giving like a little bit of a refresh almost to like second day blowouts as well. Then we have two aerosols within the line. We have our finishing spray, and then we have the high hold finishing spray. So the finishing spray is our light hold workable aerosol. So with this one, it's going to be light hold, it's workable, you can style with it, you can brush over it. It gives you that light hold finishing feel with this one. Then we have our high hold finishing spray, which is going to be more of like your one and done. So when your look is styled and ready to go, this is what you would apply to the hair to fully set that look. Both of them are going to be brushable. So if you do apply the finishing spray and then you kind of need to brush it out or break apart any style, it's going to be easy to brush through, but still give you that hold and memory from using an aerosol. So sometimes with the high hold finishing spray, I will set my hair after I've done my curl set with the high hold finishing spray, and then I can still use my shine serum to kind of work it through to break apart that set, and then it's really going to help hold that look all day. So great for updos, great for styling, great for that final finishing work on updos and things like that as well. Then we have our smoothing balm stick. So the smoothing balm stick is great for any of like the slicked back ponytail looks are really popular right now. The high ponytail where everything's slicked back and super smooth and styled. Any updos where you need to do kind of that precision finishing work. What's really nice is it's going to be in the 1 ounce size. So it's easy for grab and go if you want to toss it in your purse or take it with you or travel with it. In your salon, if you have like your checkout counter where you have products on display that are kind of like those impulse buy, grab and go items, this would be a great opportunity for that to sit up there. So it is in a cute little 1 ounce. It's great for smoothing out any flyaways up on the hairline. Again, it's great for smoothing out anything along the hairline if you're doing like a slicked back bun, or if somebody comes in and they have kids that are in sports where they need to have their hair pulled back all the time, it's going to be great for that as well. It also, some of the key ingredients in here are going to be the shea butter and the squalene oil. That squalene oil has the ability to mimic hair and skin's natural oil, making this really easy to apply to the hair. So when you're applying it to the hair, you get that really beautiful smooth application. So it's not going to tug on the hair or like mess up any of your updo work that you've done. It's very slick, it's very smooth, and then it applies to the hair very nice. It also has a really nice fragrance as well, so it is going to work well with the other fragrances within the line if you're going to be cocktailing or layering with this item as well. Okay, so we're going to move on to our moisturizing collection. So in our moisturizing collection, we have our moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. This is going to be great for medium to coarse hair. So you have the shampoo and the conditioner, again, for medium to coarse hair. You have some really nourishing ingredients such as the avocado oil. You have the sea buckthorn oil to really add that extra hydration and moisture to that medium to coarse hair that needs that extra hydration and support. So think about, your medium to coarse haired clients, or even those that have, dry hair due to overprocessing, chemical services, things like that, where they need that extra moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. That would be a great option for them. Then we have our hydrate and repair. Right now, our hydrate and repair is in this kind of rose gold color. We're going to be transitioning that into our moisturizing collection. So it's going to be the same great, beautiful formula. We're just adjusting the color on there. So the hydrate and repair is a great option for those that really want to feel like they're getting that deep conditioning, hydrating, reparative treatment. So as stylists, we can use this as a back bar treatment where we can put them under a dryer to give that really deep conditioning feel and use that as like a back bar upcharge service. You can use this as part of a deep conditioning treatment that you could add to your service menu. We do have this in a back bar size, so that's the back bar size that you can utilize within your service. And then we have this in the 11-ounce retailable size. Something that's really great with this one is one of those key ingredients in there, again, is going to be that squalene oil. And being that has the ability to mimic hair and skin's natural oil, it makes it really easy to apply this product to the hair. So even fine-haired clients can still benefit from a deep conditioning treatment because that squalene oil really helps this melt into the hair without feeling like it's too heavy or feeling like there's a lot of product on the hair. And if you do have clients that have more medium to coarse hair, being this product works through the hair really well. It's really easy to apply to that more medium to coarse hair if you want to really work that through the hair. You could also use a wide tooth comb to help apply this product to the hair. But again, it's going to be great for a back bar treatment service, or great as that retail product for your client to take home as that weekly kind of maintenance deep conditioning treatment just to really hydrate their hair. Then we have our smoothing cream. So the smoothing cream, kind of think about this one as your traditional blowout cream. So it's going to add hydration and moisture. It's going to smooth out the frizz and give you a beautiful, sleek blowout. So this product does not have any hold to it. So it's going to be best when you're using like a paddle brush or even like a Denman brush to really smooth everything out. So if you're looking for a blowout product with a hold to it, that's when you're going to use the styling cream. Because the styling cream that we covered earlier does have about an 8 to 9 on the hold factor. So that's how when you get in there with your round brush, you're going to get that memory and get that hold. So with the smoothing cream, think about this one as your traditional blowout cream for that beautiful, soft, smooth blowout. You can also cocktail the smoothing cream and the styling cream together if you just want to add a little bit of hold and memory to the smoothing cream, but still give you that beautiful, soft, frizz-free blowout. Then we have our curl collection. So everything within the curl collection is going to be in this green color. So there is a key ingredient that runs through the entire curl line outside of the coconut water and the marula oil. We also have prickly pear extract that runs through the entire curl line. And that prickly pear extract is going to be great for adding even more hydration and moisture to the hair to make sure that we are helping the hair bring out and maintain the natural curl pattern by helping to bring those curls back to life, add the hydration, add the moisture, and really give that definition as well. So everything in the curl line, which is this green color, is going to be silicone free. So you have the curl shampoo and conditioner, which is great for medium to coarse hair. Then we have our 2 curl styling aids. We have the curl foam and the curl cream. The curl foam is going to be for all hair types. So it is going to be a little bit more lightweight, yet still hydrating. So it's great for all hair types if you want to help bring out that natural wave and texture. It's going to bring out that natural wave and texture with a soft finish, but still enough hold to bring out that curl shape and eliminate any of that frizz. And again, it's also silicone free, so you're not feeling like there's any of that extra buildup on the hair, but we're still giving that look to bring out that natural wave and texture in the hair. Then we have our curl cream, which is going to be great for medium to coarse hair. So the curl cream does have a little bit more hold to it, probably about a 7 to 8 on the hold factor, because we want to make sure that we're adding moisture, hydration, but then still giving enough hold to the hair to bring out that natural wave and that natural texture. So this one again is going to be great for medium to coarse hair, and you will get that soft finish when you're letting this air dry or diffuse into the hair. So again, everything in the curl line is going to be silicone free. Then we have our volumizing collection. The volumizing collection is in this beautiful cranberry color. So we have the volumizing shampoo and conditioner, which is going to be good for fine to medium hair. What's really great about the volumizing shampoo and conditioner is a lot of times your clients, they are worried about trying a volumizing shampoo and conditioner, or they have complaints in the past where sometimes their hair just feels too dry after they use one. Because part of what a volumizing shampoo and conditioner does is it's going to absorb any of that excess oil on the hair to give that more lifted, lightweight, volumized feel. But when we're talking about Aluram, all of our shampoos and conditioners and styling aids are going to start in that base of coconut water. So you're already getting that extra hydration and moisture from that very first ingredient. So you don't have to worry about the hair feeling too dry after you use a volumizing shampoo and conditioner. So it's going to be great again for fine to medium hair. We do have the rice protein that runs through all of the volumizing collection items, which is great for adding natural body to the hair. It's great for helping as a detangler, because again, part of when we want that volumized feel, we also want to make sure that you're still getting that conditioning feel as well. Then we have our Root Boost Spray. So the Root Boost Spray is specifically formulated to be applied directly to the scalp. So we do have some very hydrating ingredients in there, such as the sea kelp extract, which is known to help make sure that we are conditioning the scalp, really nourishing that scalp as well. Because with the Root Boost Spray, we are applying that directly to our client's scalp. So we want to make sure that their scalp isn't getting too dry. You give them a beautiful blowout. You don't want them to feel like their scalp is too dry in like a couple hours, where they're like, oh no, my scalp, it's too dry now. So with this, we're giving the very beautiful hydration from the coconut water, the sea kelp extract, and that rice protein to really help with that volume. So this does have about an 8 to 9 on the hold factor. So when you are applying this directly to the scalp and you get in there with your round brush to build out that volume, you're really getting that lifted, volumized feel and that hold to help maintain that style throughout the day. So again, this one's great and specifically formulated to be used directly at the scalp to give all that extra hold. So when we think about the Root Boost Spray, we're going to think volume up. Then we're going to talk about the volumizing foam, and we're going to think volume out. So you can definitely use both of those together. You can use the Root Boost Spray at the roots and then the volumizing foam on those mid-lengths to ends to really give you that full, beautiful, volumized blowout. So the volumizing foam is in a non-aerosol foamer, so you don't need to shake it or anything. You just pump it right out. I usually use about 3 to 4 pumps of the volumizing foam when I style out my own hair. It is very lightweight and easily works through the hair. So when you're going to get in there with your round brush to build out that volume, it does have the slip in there, so you don't have to worry about your round brush tugging on the hair during your blowout. So it's very easy to apply to the hair. This does have about a 7 to 8 on the hold factor when we're building that volume out in the hair, but it's still going to feel very lightweight. So again, we want to think about the Root Boost Spray as volume up. And then we think about the volumizing foam as volume out. That way you can use both of those items to create that full voluminous blowout for your client. Then we have a couple items within our toning collection. So we have our purple shampoo. The purple shampoo, if you guys have had a chance to try this, you know or you've noticed how highly pigmented this shampoo is. So this shampoo is going to be great for even using right after a lightening service or a toning service if you want to remove any of those yellow or golden tones in the hair. It's great to use as a back bar item after those services as well. But then it's also great as a retail item for your client to take home. We just want to make sure that when we are educating our client, when they take this product home, that they're only using this as a maintenance product. So your clients aren't going to be using a purple shampoo every day, even though we can't always, follow them home and make sure they don't use it every day, but we can educate our clients on the importance of using a purple shampoo as just a maintenance product. So when you're using it as that maintenance product, using it once a week just to help neutralize any of those yellow or golden tones in the hair to make blondes look bright and even white or gray hair look bright too. So you have the 33.8 ounce for your leader and back bar to use in your salon. And then you have that 12-ounce size that you can retail to that client to take home as their maintenance product for their blondes. Then we have our purple hydrate and repair. So this is the same beautiful base formula as the hair that we talked about earlier, but this has the purple in there, so it's a purple toning hydrate and repair. So this is something that if you're going to use this as a treatment in the back bar, that we're not going to put this one under the dryer. The original one we can, but with this one, we're going to use this at the back bar, at the bowl, so we can make sure that we are keeping an eye on it if we're using this as that deep conditioning treatment for our client. So you can let this sit anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes on the hair. Just want to make sure that you're watching it because it is very highly concentrated, highly pigmented. So you get the deep conditioning feel and then the toning at the same time. So that's going to wrap up all of our styling aids, shampoos and conditioners, and treatments. So we just have a couple other items that we're going to cover today within our body care collection. So we have our body lotion, which is so amazing if you guys haven't had a chance to try it. It has two key ingredients in there outside of the coconut water and the marula oil. You have the squalene oil, which we know has that ability to mimic hair and skin's natural oil, so it can work into the skin really easily. It also has the watermelon seed oil, which is very refreshing, very light, and can also be easily absorbed into the skin. So you have those two very lightweight yet effective ingredients. So when you're applying this to the skin, it's going to absorb really quickly and still give you that hydrated, soft feel. Then we have our Golden Glow body lotion. So it's the same base formula as the original that we just talked about, but it has a little bit of that DHA in there, which is that gradual self-tanning lotion. So if you were to apply this in the morning, you're going to get just a little bit of like a nice, beautiful golden glow. And this color is buildable. So the more that you apply, the deeper that tan is going to get. So if you use it, 1 to 2 times, you just get a really nice golden glow. And then the more that you use it, the more that tan is going to build up. So it's a really great item for, especially right now, I'm sure spring break is coming up. People that want to, jumpstart their summer and get a little bit of tan before the summer. I know, we're located here in Minnesota, so we don't see sun all year round. So in the winter, it's great to have just a nice little golden glow. And again, this is one of our top SKUs because it's that really fun kind of extra item. You're going to get that beautiful lotion base with that wonderful gradual self-tan kind of golden glow feel to it. Then we have our Aluram body wash. You have key ingredients such as the hyaluronic acid, which we know helps bring moisture and retain moisture to the skin. We have the jojoba oil, which is really going to make sure you're getting that conditioning feel. You get a really nice rich lather and a wonderful Aluram fragrance. So not only can you have your shampoos, conditioners, and styling aids, but within that body care routine, you have body washes and body lotions to kind of help round out all of those needs. And then we also have our hand soap. So the hand soaps are great. They're very hydrating and moisturizing and really help round out the collection of all of the styling aids. So that kind of wraps up our presentation today. We do have a lot of new educational material. We have a lot of really fun things on the back end of our Aluram website. So on the Aluram website, we have a stylist login where you can log in, you can create an account, and then you can get access to any of the educational materials that we have, such as our technicals, our get the looks, our tips and tricks page. We also have on Instagram little new exciting things when we have new launches. So if you're following us on Instagram, you can stay up to date on all of the new launches that we have with new products that are coming out. We'd love to stay connected. So if you go ahead and follow us on Instagram if you aren't already. And if you have any questions or anything, you can drop those in the chat box, or you can always email us at info@alurambeauty.com, and we will get back to you as soon as we can with any questions you have. So thank you so much for the time today and for joining us, and we'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.